Alright, so today we have another animated story video. This one is called My Family Disowned Me Because of a Game. I wonder what game it is, and if I'm being for real, it could be Uno. Uno is known to ruin relationships, especially either Uno Flip or Uno No Mercy. If you've ever played those two variations of the game, you know what I'm talking about. Man, I love Uno Flip. So I'm trying not to be as loud today is because my grandmom is actually not feeling good. So I'm just gonna try to make this video as quiet as possible. That's the reason why I'm using this lapel mic once again. Anyways, without further ado, sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, grab your mom, grab your dad, grab your dog. Watch this video with your fish and enjoy.
I jumped out of bed as soon as my phone alarm went off. I'd been consistently waking up at 2 a.m. to play Roblox until about 5 in the morning. Then I'd go back to bed and sleep until it was time for school. I was so sleepy during the day, but I would still wake up at night to play Roblox because I enjoyed it so much.
Is he playing the haunted school game at night? God damn. If you haven't seen that video, go watch it here. Or actually, no, it should be here. Yeah, I played a game on Roblox and it was haunted school. You get to see me scream. Enjoy that video too. If you haven't seen it, go watch it right over here.
One night, while playing Roblox in the dark in a total trance, the light in my room suddenly turned on. I got caught.
Mom caught you, bro. Mom caught you. She's like, you're not sleeping? This entire time I thought you were sleeping, but no, I went for a midnight snack. It's 3 a.m. I went downstairs to get a snack. All I hear is...
I turned my head, shivering with fear. My parents stood in the doorway. My mom sounded disappointed.
Pops is pissed. Mom's shocked. Pops is pissed. Oh man, I can just imagine what they're gonna say next. Is this the reason why you're getting bad grades? Yeah, probably. Well, Pops looks like he's about to throw down.
Honey, I can't believe it. Are you so addicted to your games that you have to sneak in the middle of the night? How long has this been going on? She asked. My dad was absolutely furious. Ricky, from now on, no more video games for you.
If I ever catch you near your computer again, I'ma break. All right, listen here, listen close. I'm gonna, yeah. If you are caught on your computer, I'm gonna break it.
You're not allowed anywhere near the computer. I'm confiscating your phone as well.
No, not my phone. You don't know what's on there.
He yelled. My parents had a right to be angry with me. To be honest, I was going crazy with Roblox. Over the next few days, my Roblox addiction started getting to me. I couldn't think of anything but Roblox.
We can see that you got an issue with Roblox, man. Like that? Yeah, like if you're staying up late at 5 a.m. in the morning just to play Roblox, you got an issue. And that's something that we can't condone, you know? Son, like that's not good, Ricky.
Please let me play for an hour after school, I pleaded with my parents. I promise I'll never play anything more than that. But they wouldn't listen. I begged them so much that my dad finally gave in under one condition. I had to do chores in exchange for time playing Roblox. An hour of helping earned me 15 minutes to play Roblox.
It's like your first part-time job. You do 1 hour of service, you get $15.
This meant that I had to work 4 hours to play Roblox for just one. Sounds strict, I know, but what choice did I have? After getting home from school, I cleaned out the garage, mowed the lawn, and did a bunch of laundry. That hour of Roblox after work had never been so much fun. One day, my dad said, "Since you've taken such good care around the house, I have an offer for you. You know that your grandma lives alone. How do you feel about earning more Roblox hours doing her chores?"
Listen. This guy is gonna go there, not do any chores. He's just gonna go play Roblox this entire time. Watch. He's gonna play Roblox the entire time. He's gonna be like, all right, like I'll take you up on that offer, but at the same time, like I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna tell grandma, don't tell anybody. I'm only here to play video games. I'll call in a maid or something, or a butler, and they can do your chores for you. You're gonna have to pay them.
I always loved going to my grandmother's house. I'd take any excuse to see her more. I'd be happy to help out, I said. But I paused for a moment, thinking about how I could sweeten the deal. It takes a half hour to get to Grandma's by bus. You've got yourself a deal if you count my time on the bus toward my chore time, I replied. Deal, my dad said, laughing. I like this Roblox game. It definitely keeps you productive. When I got to Grandma's, I told her about my agreement with my dad. Great, she laughed. Actually, there's not much work to do in my house. You can do my grocery shopping, some minor chores, and sit and watch TV with me.
But Grandma, I don't want to watch TV. I just want to play Roblox. That's all I want to do. I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch TV. All I do is want to play Roblox. Like, you can watch your TV. Just give me a laptop.
The last part can be our little secret. On the days I went to Grandma's, I never felt tired. I'd quickly finish a few chores, and she'd make popcorn on the stovetop. Then the two of us would watch a movie on Netflix. Thanks to my grandma, earning Roblox hours was easy. One afternoon, while getting her groceries, I noticed that most of the items on her list were for me. I immediately recognized the ingredients for Grandma's famous cinnamon rolls. She made them just the way I liked them when I got back. That day, as I was leaving, she said, "Rent's due today. Do you mind heading to the ATM and dropping my rent at the front office?"
If this is the scenario where he gets his grandma's card, he's gonna head over to Best Buy and grab a new laptop for himself, not pay the rent. Shit, this guy's gonna fuck her over, but hopefully not. We'll see.
"But then I'll have your card until my next visit. Are you sure you won't need it?" I asked her. "I've got everything I need here at home, thanks to you. Plus, I only use that card to get cash for the rent. You can keep the card and give it back to me next time you're here," she replied. I needed the password for the card to take out the money. I was surprised to find out that it was my birth year. Knowing Grandma had picked my birth year instead of any of her other grandkids made me proud. I had to ask why. "Maybe it's because you're my favorite grandchild."
Damn, she's playing favoritism out of five siblings? Yeah, this is her favorite? Goddamn. Maybe because all those other siblings don't exist. I don't know. We haven't seen them throughout the video, so can't really say.
"What do you think?" she said, giving me a big hug. I knew my grandmother loved me, but that was the first time I realized I was her favorite. I left her house and went to the closest ATM to get the money. Then I went to her building's management office and paid her rent. I took the bus back home.
Damn, this kid seems responsible-ish, I guess. Like, he went, I guess he doesn't really need, like, a new computer. He has one at home. But at the same time, you know, ask your grandma, I'm just like, hey, can I borrow, like, $100? You know, I want to get a new game.
While playing Roblox later that night, I remembered a new game my friends mentioned at school. I was disappointed to learn it was paid. And even though I had previously bought some paid games on Roblox, none of them were this expensive.
See, I told you. You know what? He should have done that. Ask his grandma for like a couple bucks to pay for the game.
That's when I got an idea. I still had Grandma's card. I could just buy some Robux and explain during my next visit. She'd understand.
Yo, what? You're not gonna tell her in advance, bro? Come on. That's stealing, dog. I'm gonna report you.
After all, I was her favorite grandchild.
Yeah, not after that. Not after that. She's gonna be like, I'm gonna disown you.
I needed 1,700 Robux for the game, which cost about $20 on my grandma's card.
No, it's only $20, man. Like, bro, what do you want about?
The next evening, I saw another paid game on Roblox. I'd already registered my grandma's debit card to my account. I figured it would be okay to spend more of her money since she loved me.
Bro, that's the Lulu right there. And that's not the Solulu.
That's what I told myself as I bought 4,500 Robux. Unfortunately, the same thing happened the following evening.
That's addiction right there, man. You're stealing money from your grandma. Can't do that.
I can spend however much I want from my grandma's card, I told myself. I'm her favorite grandchild. I'm sure she'll be happy to find out I'm having so much fun with my favorite game. I bought 20,000 Robux.
Holy shit, 20,000 Robux
with my grandma's debit card that night and spent it all on masks, hats, t-shirts, and games. When I went to do my grandma's chores, I gave her debit card back. "You can keep it and pay the rent again next month," she said. I felt incredibly guilty, but I'd spent so much money from her bank account that I was too ashamed to say anything. All I was able to manage was, "You keep the card. I don't feel comfortable carrying it around." As I was leaving, Grandma asked, "Ricky, is everything okay with you today? Or did something happen at home?" I forced a smile and said, "No, it's all good." "Oh, I'm so glad."
You gotta tell her the truth, man. Grow some balls and tell her the truth. Just be like, yo, I spent 220 bucks. I'm sorry, I kind of got carried away. You know, considering that I'm your favorite child, I bought some in-game currency, and I kind of fucked up. Don't tell mom and dad.
"You're such a good boy. I'd do anything to see you happy," she said, giving me a big hug.
Fucking guy lied.
It wouldn't have been an issue if I had stopped there. Yes, I would have let Grandma down, but I'm sure she would have forgiven me. Unfortunately, I didn't stop.
Oh Man, you just got a taste of the devil's juice. He's gonna spend more money. At this point, you gotta reassess the situation, bro.
Grandma's card was linked to my Roblox account. This meant that I could spend as much as I wanted, and that's exactly what I did, recklessly. I was out of control. I kept buying Robux non-stop, spending it on trivial things as if Roblox had possessed me. One night, when I tried to buy more Robux, I got an error message saying, "Not enough funds in your bank account."
Damn, you blew all your grandmom's money, bro. Holy shit, that's fucked up. You racked up your credit card. Roblox company is laughing to the bank right now.
That was the moment I realized I'd wasted every cent Grandma had. The worst part was the rent was due the next day. When I arrived at Grandma's, I forced myself to ring the bell. I was sure she would send me to pay the rent at some point. There weren't many errands to run that day. Grandma treated me to her fantastic cooking, and we had such a great time together. But the moment I feared most arrived as I was leaving. She handed me her debit card and said, "Ricky, would you please get the money from the ATM and pay the rent?" I took the card without saying anything. As soon as I was outside, I couldn't contain myself.
Man's been crying bullets, bro. Like, you fucked up. Now you gotta own up to it. Ask your parents for money.
I started crying. There was no point in going to the ATM because there was no money left in Grandma's bank account. I had spent it all, down to the last penny. I wasn't going to be able to pay Grandma's rent. She'd get evicted from her house because of me. My thoughts rushed to find a solution, but I couldn't think of anything. When I got back home, my eyes were puffy and red from crying. When my mom saw me, she was worried. "Ricky, what's wrong, honey?" she asked. My dad was also curious to hear what I had to say. At that moment, I knew there was no other way out of this. The tears started flowing again. "I'm so sorry. I did something terrible. Grandma asked me to get the money from her bank account to pay her rent, but I couldn't do it because I spent all of the money in her account on Roblox," I said. Dad gave me a wild-eyed look. "What do you mean?"
Dad's gonna lash out, alright?
"Why did you have your grandma's money in the first place?" he asked. "She gave me her debit card. I put her card info on my Roblox account. I don't even know how much I've spent, but whatever amount she had in that account is long gone."
Listen, Dad, I'm sorry, man. My grandma gave me the card, and she told me to pay rent, and then she was like, "You can keep the card until next time I need to pay rent." And then I was like, "Okay." So then I just brought it back home, and I was like, "Oh, you know what? Let me just try and spending a little bit of money because I thought Grandma said that I was her favorite child, and then I spent all the $200,000 that she had in her account, and I'm fucked up, and I'm sorry."
I sobbed. My mom stood in shock. "Am I hearing this correctly? Did you really just go and spend all of that poor woman's life savings on a game?" I didn't have anything to say. I simply nodded in shame. "I can't allow someone so irresponsible to live in this house. You're not our son anymore. We're disowning you."
Holy shit. Oh, man. You spending all your grandmom's hard-earned money. She's retired. She ain't got no income except for, like, her pension. But, like, at the same time, yo, he be this stupid.
My dad screamed. I had no idea his reaction would be so extreme.
Because you weren't thinking, my guy. Of course his reaction is going to be so extreme because it's his mom.
"Dad, I'm so sorry. I'll never touch Roblox again. Please forgive me," I begged. "Don't apologize to us. Go apologize to your grandmother. Your father's right. We can't let you live in this house anymore," Mom agreed.
You fucked up. You gotta talk to your grandma and be like, "Yo, next month you might not be in this house, and I apologize for that. I don't know what to do." This is to the point where you gotta realize that you've been Delulu.
That night, my parents disowned me. I had nowhere to go but Grandma's. I owed her a big apology. I had to confess everything and ask her to forgive me. When I made it to Grandma's, she welcomed me with all smiles. "Oh, Ricky, you poor dear. Your dad called me and told me everything. Come on in. You can stay with me until we get this mess sorted," she said.
Whoa, that's a W grandmom right there, man. Well, I guess she is a grandmom and she understands this shit better than anybody. Even after all that, bro, I would have been pissed. Nah, she's putting on a front. Inside, she's boiling.
"But Grandma, I spent all of your money. How are you going to pay rent? Where are we going to go? I'm so sorry for what I did. Please forgive me." I started mumbling through my tears. She said, "Oh, I've known about that this whole time. When you made your first purchase, I got a notification from the bank. At first, I didn't pay much attention, but the messages kept coming. I called the bank and transferred my money into a different account. By the time I was able to stop it, you had managed to spend $1,800.
Holy shit, $1,800. Damn, so that $198,000 is still there.
I can't imagine how a smart young man spends that much on a game, but I'm glad that you finally saw your mistake. I couldn't believe it, but having her forgiveness was such a relief. Grandma, you have no idea how much this means to me. I was so scared that I had spent all of the money you had, I said, hugging her tightly. I've been living with my grandmother since that day. I've entirely cut Roblox out of my life, as you might have guessed. I've been working part-time after school. I'm determined to pay back the $1,800 I spent, even if it takes months. My parents are still mad at me, and they have every right to be. I miss them a lot. Hopefully, they can find it in their hearts to forgive me one day.
Yeah, they're gonna have to forgive you one day. Eventually. You're their kid. But at the same time, hey, good on you. You got a job. You're gonna pay your grandma back. You got off of Roblox. That shit was poison. It was eating you alive. And that's the reason why I quit too when I was a kid. But to be fair, to be honest, I have actually never bought in-game currency just because there's no value to it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe icon and the bell icon right over there. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Come on now. We only have a couple hundred left to go. 387, I think, is what we have left. We're at 613 right now. And yeah, so yeah, subscribe. Do it. I'm gonna leave you guys at that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let's catch you in the next video. Stay tuned. Peace out.